And we are back with more Wings of Liberty. Last time we had some mouse troubles where the mouse cursor looked like it was nibbled on by a bunch of zerglings. We also killed a bunch of things. Now we're going to get high on some gas.
There's a rare gas on Belshir, the protoss skull, the breath of creation. They think it be a gift from their gods. We call it Terrazine, and it'd be worth a fortune to the right bidder. Of course those protoss will kill us if they catch us on their holy ground. Or at least they'll try.
Or actually, we're not going to get high on this gas. Tosh is going to get high on this gas. Because really, what do you think they do with the Spectre training?
Here we go. Much prettier than Redstone, yeah?
I don't much like fighting Protoss if I can avoid it.
Not just any old Protoss. Fanatics called the Tal'Darim. They believe the Terrazine is sacred. A gift from the Xel'Naga.
If these Tal'Darim bring in their air power, they're gonna hammer us. Swan, get the Goliath schematics loaded at the factory. If their anti-air missiles are still any good, we might just pull this off.
All right, cowboy. I'll get the Goliath schematics loaded so we can build more.
How do we get to the Terrazine?
See those altars? Tal'Darim mystics set them up to collect the Terrazine. We just need to grab it.
Well, our SCVs will be able to haul the Terrazine. We just gotta keep them protected. With any luck, we can pick up what we need before the Tal'Darim find us. All right, let's get to it.
This mission is actually a big liar. Goliath are not good against Protoss air. Guys with guns are. And the guys with guns are the reason why no Protoss dares bring their air in a PvT. Guys with guns are known to be able to shoot down void rays and career carriers. Yep, that's guys with guns. So we're going to be relying on the Goliath for early game defense, and we're going to be relying on Marine Marauder for late game. I guess the late game, relatively late. A couple of interesting things. These Goliaths all have different models. You can see the paint. These ones are red. That one's sort of not red.
Here are the coordinates for the Terrazine sites, brother. These should make our lives a little easier.
Our SCVs can pick up Terrazine canisters and move them. It'll take them a while to disconnect the canister, so make sure you watch out for them.
The doctor is in.
And we're going to have an emphasis on Marines as opposed to Marauders because, well, there's a lot of air units. And even if there wasn't, then I think anything other than a pure Stalker composition will still take more damage from Marines. That is, of course, because Marines can stim while Marauders cannot in the campaign. We're at 26 out of 35 supply, so depot's at least not needed for now.
The doctor is in.
This better be good.
Not enough minerals.
Looking good in terms of the minerals.
Not
I
enough
might
minerals.
want to put a third guy on gas for now. Although we don't need the gas. Like, we only need gas for upgrades and medics at this point. Although it is nice to get an early +1, I feel like getting the base set up is more important.
SCV ready. SCV ready. You gonna give me your...
So I'm not actually in any hurry to collect the Terrazine because you can collect multiple Terrazines at the same time. I mean, what's the Protoss gonna do? Bring a bunch of air? You can just shoot them down. Hand someone a gun. Hand everyone a gun. Hell, hand an SCV a gun and see how well he does.
Incoming transmission.
This land was sacred to the Tal'Darim before Terrans ever reached the stars. You must depart immediately.
Hold on now. We just need some of this gas here. Long gone before you know it.
No. You shall not defile the breath of creation. Tal'Darim warriors, the execute all those who would desecrate our altars.
The protoss are mobilizing, sir. Looks like they're gonna go after our SCVs when we harvest the terrazine. I suggest we only harvest one side at a time and run with a heavy escort.
I think Goliath do have a lot of damage, but they're not really what you would expect to, like, kill things. First of all, their unit models are large, and second of all, they can't get healed by medics. So they're kind of worthless in that regards. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Tal'Darim are sealing off the terrazine altar so we can't get at them. If they keep it up, we won't be able to collect enough.
Well, we lost the medics. A little blunder that we cannot afford to have too much. We do have 18 here. Oh shit. Okay, that's the second big blunder we had.
The doctor is in.
Also not getting the upgrade. Not a good idea.
The doctor is in.
Unacceptable landing. Insufficient gasoline gas.
Okay, so we got 2 missile men and we got a handful of guys with guns. And we also got 2 medics. Could potentially have more, but you know, someone had to screw up. And that someone is actually me.
The doctor is in.
You can see how bad skillrays are. Okay, get out of here.
You rang.
Skillrays are just bad.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off a terrazine altar.
They're bringing scouts. I mean, at least bring in the Void Ray. Scouts are just bad. They're just bad at everything, really.
Additional supply points required.
Well, we managed to clear that out, and I didn't kill the cannon because they would rebuild the cannon. We got that going on, and now we're going to take down the cannon and hopefully destroy the base as well. I think killing this pylon will actually unpower the other cannon as well. Oh shit. Oh, get back. They're pissed. They're pissed. For some reason, I think this isn't going as well as I would like. Maybe that's just me.
The doctor is in.
Oh, great.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off a terrazine altar.
Well, with the new round of medics, we should be able to, you know, kill these things rather quickly. Get that +1 armor, shoot down the good old scouts. Hopefully they don't rebuild the cannons. I mean, they do have to rebuild the pylons to rebuild the cannons, so I'm not that worried. Start shooting the skill ray. Now, if you're ever getting too close to the time limit, you can just kill the probe. Kind of annoying, but you know, you do what you can. I never said I wasn't going to play like a dickhead. But you know, at least I'm not smashing buildings and running away. And I'll be happy for that. There's only a true dickhead would do something like that. What exactly is queued up here? So it's a missile man.
Additional supply.
Oh, great. Can probably go smash the base over there. What I don't want to do is attack into that, because they will warp in a Colossus when you do that.
Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
And yes, you heard me right. They warp in a Colossus.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
So I'd like to have a little bit more units before I attack into it. Oh, the skill ray is pissed. The skill ray is pissed. Too bad he got no skill, or he wouldn't try to force his way into this game. I mean, skill rays have no place in a Terran game, a PvT. Whatever, let's go and piss off the Colossus. Oh great. Oh great, oh great, oh great, it's a Templar. Oh great, it's a Templar. Can you please fuck off now? Hopefully that's the only Templar in the game, and as far as I remember, that is the only Templar in the game.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, get rid of that Colossus. Colossus is even missing a warping animation.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off.
That's the reason why I wanted to attack when I did. This probe will sort of force the army to show up, and trying to fight that army and this at the same time, that Colossus especially, not exactly fun. Alright, so now the only thing left to do is to pick up the rest of the Protoss relics and gather the Terrazine and then get out of here. It is nice to have some Marauders in your composition. I mean, they do tank the other units really well.
Additional supply depots required. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots.
Last one is over here, so let's go ahead and pick that up. I think we have medics. We don't really need medics at this point.
The doctor is in.
Oh, there's a Colossus attack. Oh, and a Templar too. Everything on the Colossus. We don't want to play with a Colossus.
The doctor is in.
I'm still gonna be making the Missile Man. That looks like scouts. I don't really mind the scouts. Although I might have to clean this mess up. They're probably going after another altar.
Warning. The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
Now, I'm pretty sure you can complete the mission a little bit faster if you didn't care about all these captures, but I want perfect completion, so I will care about these captures. I'll try to stop them as much as I can, and that's basically what we're going to do.
Additional supply depots required.
And it seems like we still don't have +2. Go ahead and get rid of the paper warp prism. Now these are pre-patch warp prisms, so they will not have any armor. I think they have something crazy like 40 health. Oh, some skill rays thinks they're actually useful. Isn't that cute? Okay, so now the map is actually divided nicely for us. There's 3 things here which we can sort of capture at the same time, and there's 4 things here. Like if we park our units here, then we'll be able to protect all 4 of these Terrazine things. Oh, that's not good.
The Tal'Darim are sealing off the Terrazine altar.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to capture all 3 of these.
Mr. Reyna.
We're going to keep a handful of units at the back.
Two places at once.
Doctor is in.
Sure, it's gonna be harder to keep the tall.
It's
Dream
actually
off our
3
backs,
places
but the
at
quicker
once.
we're done here, the sooner we can get off this rock.
You gonna give me orders? You gonna get been waiting. Got a whole lot of.
Oh, there we go. The protoss are pissed, but they're sending stalkers. I feel like what they really should do at this point is send Colossus. Especially since we don't have Vikings, but they're not smart enough to do that. They're kind of a bunch of laws.
The doctor is in.
I've got the first canister on hook, sir. I'll take it to the nearest command center.
Go on.
Good job. That's the first canister.
Oh shit, Colossus. Use walk!
3 down.
It's super effective.
Doing great. Keep it up.
The use of walk tells all protoss to fuck off. Oh shit. Oh shit, there's more. Oh shit, that is a lot of Void Rays. Where are all the guys with guns? Apparently back there. Where did all that come from?
We could use some help here.
Mineral field depleted.
Roger.
Okay, so this should be the last round of gas. I'm parking my units in a way to intercept any shenanigans from Protoss. Like all their units will be walking through this area,
Good. By the number. Who wants some? This better be.
and this should ensure. Use walk. Everything dies. It's basically how we handled Protoss here.
Quick, or we're finished.
We're not finished. Air units are shit.
Terrans must be stopped. Slay them all.
With your what? With your skill raise that doesn't have skill? Oh, there we go. There's all the air garbage.
Been waiting on. This better be good.
And there we go. That one always takes the retarded routes.
That's over half the canisters you wanted.
And these are all lazy after they completed part of this primary objective. That can be forgiven. Last capture attempt, we're not even gonna care.
Walk the walk.
Because we got 7.
One canister.
And there's also a Colossus there.
That's the last canister. I think we've outstayed our welcome, boys.
We lost 30 units in that. We lost 30 units. Well, considering how there's Colossus and Storm, especially Storm, and we have no Ghosts and Vikings, I feel like that's acceptable losses. We just have to explain to their parents. They died for the greater good. No, I have not turned to a Tau player in StarCraft. Although I do play Tau.
Sir, I received an encrypted transmission from an untraceable source. It claims that Tosh here was part of a classified operation called Project Shadowblade. They used Jorium and Terrazine to enhance ghost powers.
It's true. We are called Spectres. Next generation ghosts.
And you were gonna tell me all this when?
We all have our secrets, Mr. Rena. Doesn't mean I'm any threat to you.
Maybe not. But whoever sent this message could be. Matt, any way to verify the transmission?
No, sir. But it does end with, "I'll be in touch soon."
It's Minsk, trying to turn us against each other. Don't let him.
I'll let it lie for now. At least till I find out who sent this transmission. But I'll be keeping an eye on you, Tosh.
You can try.
Well, that's actually a hard decision. See, on one hand, Tosh is a really great character. I feel like he's one of the best characters in the whole campaign. Like, Tychus doesn't say much. Like, Tosh, I don't know, I just like Tosh. But on the other hand, I feel like the Ghost Snipe ability gives me a certain advantage in the last mission against Kerrigan. So what I'll do is, I will side with Nova in the Tosh mission, but I'll keep that mission unfinished for as long as possible so Tosh can still have all of his dialogue lines. I think that's sort of the best of both worlds that we can get. I am playing on Brutal after all. Need all the little help things I can get. So now with the additional income, what we can do is finish our core... What? We're already done the core units upgrade? Wow, we're already done the core units upgrade. So what we should do now is save up for siege tank upgrades whenever that becomes available. Now, whenever I'm done the siege tank mission, I'll be doing the protoss missions, and those don't give resources. And after that is the thing is, the base upgrades become available after you've done more missions, and since the protoss missions are missions, doing all of them will unlock a lot of these base upgrades. And I do like the base upgrades quite a lot. So I'll be getting those, and I need a lot of resources to do that. So I won't be getting things like the garbage missile turret upgrades, or stuff like that.
Still don't trust me, brother. Until you decide, ain't nothing to discuss.
That Tosh is a whack job, Jimmy. Spends all his time muttering and playing around with those damn...
He's right there at the top right corner.
Well, I need someone to balance out your sophistication and good manners.
The guy ain't riding ahead, brother. I can appreciate some good honest craziness. But that guy, he's got something broke inside.
I repeat, death toll is in the thousands. A Dominion weapons plant exploded hours ago, causing a chain reaction that has taken out several housing complexes in this working-class neighborhood. Dominion security forces claim it was an act of terror by the notorious Jim Raynor, but our own investigations suggest that the plant must have been infiltrated by forces with sophisticated stealth technologies. It begs the question, could some of the Dominion's ghost operatives have gone rogue? For UNN, this is Kate Lockwell reporting from the core world, Nephor 2.
What do you make of that encrypted message, Matt?
I honestly don't know, sir. If Tosh really is one of these specters, it's clear Mengsk would try to ruin your partnership. But Tosh isn't telling us everything. If we're going to win this revolution...
I know. We have to be sure of our allies.
You know, I think if we are going to win this revolution, we're gonna have to make more Missile Man, and guys with guns, and also convince the Missile Man to take drugs. I feel like that's what's going to win the revolution, and make the campaign a lot easier. Although not too many armor targets.
I've run a few tests on the terrazine gas like you asked. It's clearly related to Vespene gas, but there are some very exotic organics added into the mix.
Any guesses what it's used for?
Well, it would definitely affect brain chemistry, so it could be used as some kind of drug or stimulant, I suppose.
Drugs, huh? That's just wonderful.
There's the Protoss tank. It's supposed to have a new entry, I guess. I mean, we did unlock another tier of upgrades. Now, this is both of these are actually really good. This one upgrades your armor, like every armor upgrade gives you more health, and this one has every weapons upgrade gives you additional attack speed. Now, I like things that die fast. My units don't really die a lot, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this attack speed. 5% isn't really anything significant, so like, hey, whatever, right? So now we got everything done in the lab. I feel like there is nothing else to do on the ship. Is there a ship? Star map, armory, Swan? Swan?
So we're pirates ourselves these days. Hey, Kaczynski, got any rum? Arr.
That's great. That's... Yeah, that's... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that.